Hello and welcome to BakieGaming, and this is the Sims 4 tutorial how to make your own custom paintings. There are a couple of programs you need for making these. First of all, you need the game The Sims 4. You need a program to open and save DDS files like Photoshop or Gimp. And you need the Sims 4 Studio. For more information about those programs and some download links, look down below in the description. Now the first thing we need to do is choose a painting we want to recolor. In my case it's this painting, and you will find it right here in your game. The next thing you're gonna do is remember or write down the title of this object, because we're gonna need it in the Sims 4 Studio. So let's go to the Sims 4 Studio. Now if this is your first time opening the Sims 4 Studio, you will have to fill in your creator name. The next time you will open the Sims 4 Studio, it will be already there. Now choose Object and click on Create Recolor. Now you will see a list of all items in Sims 4. To find your painting, click the search bar and type in the title or a part of the title from your painting. Select your painting and click Next. Now fill in the name of your package file and click Save. We just cloned our painting object and made it into our own package file. Now choose an object name and an object description and click Save. After the package has been saved, click Texture. Now you see there are 6 swatches. So there are 6 recolors. We only need 2, so we're gonna delete the first 4. We're only gonna make a painting with a black border, so click the second swatch and in the texture section click Export. Now we're going to save this texture as a DDS file. Choose your file name like original painting and click Save. Now the following window will be seen, showing us the file we just made. Now let's minimize the Sims 4 Studio and drag our file into Photoshop. Click OK. This is the original image from the painting. We are going to replace it with our own. First, double click the background layer and press OK to unlock this layer. Then zoom in a bit and select the selection tool. Drag a selection around the original painting and then press Delete. Press Ctrl D to deselect and then go to File, Save As. We are going to save this as a Photoshop file so we can use it again for our second painting. Just add empty behind the file name and click Save. And OK. Now the next thing we need to do is find an image for our painting. The easiest way is go to Google, type in something like landscape, pressing enter, go to Images, Search Tools, Size and Large. Then pick one of the images you see here or find somewhere else, save it and go back to Photoshop. After saving your image, grab your image and drag it into Photoshop. Minimize your image and drag it into the texture file. We can close the new image now and open the texture file. Now you will notice our image is far too large, so we're gonna make it a bit smaller. Press Ctrl 0 to see the whole image, go to a corner, press Shift and drag it in. Now place it onto the painting and press enter. Next thing we're gonna do is drag layer 1 underneath layer 0. Now zoom in a bit, click on layer 1 and press Ctrl T. We can make it smaller again and place it on the right spot. After you're done, press enter. Then select both layers by pressing Shift, click your right mouse button and flatten image. Then go to File, Save As. Now we're going to save it as a DDS file again. So select DDS and say landscape 1 and then press save. This window will pop up and you have to choose for the DXT5 and generate MEP maps. Press save. Now go back to the Sims 4 Studio. Back in the Sims 4 Studio, we're gonna replace the old image for a new one. Select import, select our new file we just made and click open. And there you have it, our painting is almost ready. Now we're gonna make for the second painting the correct texture file. So let's go back into Photoshop. Back in Photoshop, open your original painting empty Photoshop file. Then do all the steps we did for the first painting too, and you will end with something like this. Remember, before saving your texture file, to merge both layers first, or flatten image. Then press save, save as DDS file, for example, original painting landscape 2, and press save. Save and go back into Studio. Back into the Sims 4 Studio, we are going to click on import, select our second image for our second painting and click open. Now we have our two paintings. The next thing we're going to do is create some custom thumbnails. To do this, we go back into Photoshop. In the description below you will find a link to a download that contains these three image files and this default DDS file. The default DDS file is the one we needed now. So drag it into Photoshop and click OK. Once you have done that, pick the image from your first painting again and open it in Photoshop. Then select the selection tool, start making a selection and press Shift to make it into a square. Everything within the square will be our thumbnail. So pick your move tool and move it to the white square. Close your image, open the what used to be a white square and get it fitted to the square. You will see that it's a bit blurry, but that's normal. In game it will be this small, so you won't see it. Okay, click File, Save as DDS, and then save as, for example, landscape swatch 1, and save. Okay, let's go back into the Sims 4 Studio. Back in the Sims 4 Studio, click on import and select your here landscape swatch number 1 and select open. Now you have to do this. So damn, I did the wrong one. Import landscape swatch open. Okay, now you have to make a second one for this one. So do all the steps we did before and then select import. Of course I already made one. Swatch 2 open. And then I select the wrong one, so landscape swatch 3 open. Okay, now it's all ready. Now we can go see how it looks in game. So press save and click OK and move your package file into your mods folder so you can see it in game. Don't close the Sims 4 Studio yet, because maybe you are going to need it again. Now, as we didn't change the price in the beginning of this tutorial, you will find your painting you just made right after the original one. This one. Yes, this is the one. So we can place it right here, and this one right there. Now you will see that just like the original one, these two have the shiny glass. And maybe you think well, that's great. I like shiny glass, but I don't like it. So we're gonna make them like these two, with no shiny glass at all. To do this, we have to go back into the Sims 4 Studio. Back in Sims 4 Studio, you go to the Warehouse tab, and then you choose the first DST image. That will look like this one. We're going to export this and name it shiny glass and save. Then we're going to Photoshop, put the shiny glass into Photoshop, and then press Alt Delete. Everything will be black, and that's what we need. We choose Save As, shiny glass, and save. It already exists. Do you want to override it? Yes. Then save again. Go to the Sims 4 Studio. Choose Import shiny glass. Open. It will look like this. Then go to Studio. Press Save. Press OK. Move your package file again in your mods folder. If they're asking would you like to override it, press yes, and if you go to your game after that, it will be just like this one over here, with no shiny ugly glass. So this was the tutorial. I hope you will have no problems following it. I hope to see you next time. I'm going to make a tutorial about making stickers too. So if you like to make your own stickers or wall stickers, like they're called in game, please subscribe so you won't miss anything. I hope to see you next time. So bye.